Yeah. Travel ride. Skin. We go. Travel ride. Yeah. Travel ride. Yeah. It's the Travel Rap Podcast.
What's really good, people? Welcome to the Travel Rap Podcast, the place where the art of storyteller meets the world of travel. I am your host, Frank Nitt, and for today's episode, we're going to do something special. It's a special J Dilla edition, celebrating Dilla month and his 50th birthday. So for today's destination, we are going to New York City. New York City, the Mecca of hip-hop. And this story takes place during the time of the recording of my brother Common's record Like Water for Chocolate. So we are at Electric Ladyland Studios. I think that's the full name, Electric Ladyland. And if you don't know, this was Jimi Hendrix's home studio. So it has, you know, an incredible history of musicians and him as well recording there and different things. So it's a storied place to be. And also, there was a lot going on in the studio at the same time besides Common and Dilla working on Like Water for Chocolate and the various folks who were working on that record as well, because you had the Roots recording in the back studio, and you had Black Star upstairs, and then you had all types of other musicians and artists falling through, from Busta Rhymes to Dave Chappelle to One Night Case was out there. So just the atmosphere was incredible around there, right? Great place to be as a fly on the wall, which I was. You know, I was not important by any stretch. I was just kind of lucky enough to be there and to see. So, on this particular day, Common needed to take care of some business outside of the studio. So we took a lunch break, per se. And whenever me and Dilla was in New York, we had this thing where we would get these chicken strips from this place called Pluck U. It was a restaurant in New York called Pluck U. So we would go to Pluck U, and then we would get delivery of the good flowers by some dude on a mountain bike. And he would mountain bike to the place and have a backpack on and take the backpack and open it up, and it was Amsterdam in there. It was crazy. It was a great thing. So we would do that. So that's what we were doing on this particular day. And in the midst of that, Dilla gets a phone call, and it's Q-Tip on the other line. And Q-Tip says, "Hey, what you doing? You busy right now?" Dilla says, "No, you know, we just chilling, eating some food, whatever." So Q-Tip says, "Hey, well, come over here to the studio. I'm at the studio. Come to the studio. I got something I want you to see." So Dilla says, "All right, Frank, let's go over here." So we hop in a cab and we go over to Sony Studios. So when we get there, Tip meets us in the lobby and takes us upstairs. Now I don't know if it was the top floor, but I wouldn't know, because when we got up there, we went down the hallway and we went to the studio, and it was no windows or nothing. It was just like a rectangle room. And in this room, there was the board, and Tip was working on Amplified at the time. So you know, got quite a few Dilla productions on there. So it's the board and speakers and, you know, equipment and everything related to that. And then on the other wall there was a couch, and then there were, you know, end tables and other equipment around, right? So of course Tip walk in, Dilla walk in. I'm the last person in because I am a fly on the wall at this point. So when we walk in, the studio is pretty empty except for two females sitting on the couch there. But I can't see their faces because they're reading a book. It's like 1.5 feet to 2 feet tall and 1 foot wide, and it's leather bound, and they got metal end caps. It's like Harry Potter's Witch Bar Mitzvah's guest list book. It's crazy. It's a crazy leather bound, medieval looking, they might have wrote this in blood type of book. It's crazy. It's a crazy old school, like, crazy book. So so, you know, come in, and Tip says, I want you to meet somebody. And like the book slowly closes, and it's like the sun was rising, and this pretty face came out from behind this book, and it was Janet Jackson, right? And when I tell you, everything you see on TV, the face and the skin and the smile and it's real. It's all real. It's real. It was crazy, right? Like, so at any rate, so Tip has basically got Dilla here to meet Janet Jackson. So he does the introduction, introduces Dilla, introduces me, right? And Dilla goes straight in with the jokes. This dude singing Control, just you know, all the charisma in the world. And this is pre the Janet Jackson song and the Dilla inspired Got Till It's Gone. This is before that. So you know, it was so crazy that, you know, they were just kicking it, you know, the music industry talk, just back and forth, being cool. And you, again, I'm the fly on the walls. I ain't even probably supposed to be here at this point. So your boy Frank, I can't take, because I'm staring at Janet, because she's Janet. So I had to turn my back. I had to turn my back, and I was just staring at the board. Also, side note, Tip is playing songs from Amplified. It's my first time hearing it, you know, so it's just it's overload. Dilla's just kind of in the mood, in the room, just kind of taking it in. It's like normal business for him, I guess, right? So, you know, they go through all the pleasantries and everything is good, and then Janet leaves, right? Janet leaves. So it's me, Tip, and Dilla in the room, and we chopping it up, kicking it. He plays us some more of the joints, and then Tip hops on the phone, and he calls downstairs, and he's looking for another artist, and he wanted Dilla to go meet this artist. So he calls, yo, such and such around. No, okay, we just missed her. Oh, okay, it's off the phone. Click. Yeah, I wanted you to meet Madonna, but she just left. We just missed her. She left in a limo. So on this crazy situation, we could have met Janet and Madonna at the same time in the same place, which is crazy unless you at the Grammys or something. I don't know. So yeah, man, hanging out with Dilla, man, these type of stories, these type of things like happen a lot. So yeah, man, if anybody was wondering, yes, Dilla did meet Janet one time, far as I know, and then this was before the Got Till It's Gone remix that he actually did, and then the inspired Got Till It's Gone. So yeah, man, Dilla Month, JD, y'all know what it is. It's a Travel Rap Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Nitt. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I'll see y'all next time.
Travel rap, skin. You go. Travel rap, yeah. Travel rap, yeah. It's the Travel Rap Podcast.